And then we did the drawing stream with Plot Bunny, and you were one of the people that we drew. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So we're doing something a little bit different today because we actually connected over our mutual enjoyment of board games, and this is one of my favorite board games. I've only played the digital version a couple of times, but the board game itself is just a delight to play. You have amazing little eggs and like tokens and things that you play with. It's really cute. And I recommended you check out Wingspan, and then you suggested that we play it on stream together. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, I'm. Do you know what? We're off to a flying start on my side of things. Oh God,
Hey.
yes. Punt intentional? Who knows? But yeah, I've just realised that you've been speaking on my stream, and I was muted that entire time. I was looking
Oh
at
no.
the game's audio alongside yours as we were going, and I was just like, this is quite nice.
Well, should we explain how this game works? It's
Yes,
going
well,
to be a
just
bit
sorry,
complicated.
just to welcome folks in my chat, just to give you a little bit of context. Good evening, I'm Loxley, I play board games. Tonight I am playing more Wingspan this time with Dandyfloss. I'm actually going to be playing with a real live Catgirl. And yeah, this is, as you say, I've been playing this a week and absolutely understand why this is such a favourite game of yours.
It's just gorgeous. Like, even playing this digital version is really nice because this music is so good. I've been listening to it for like last 20 minutes, just like in the background, and it's so nice. So
yeah, it's very calm. It's very relaxed.
Yeah, I think judging by the vibe of this game, tonight's just going to be a nice, chill, relaxing stream. It's going to like, it's not very competitive. You're not like fighting anyone. You're just building nests for birds. And I will say the rules for this game are quite complicated. I will try to explain what I'm doing as I'm going, but Loxley's going to be doing his own parts as well. So I don't want to like confuse everyone who's watching both parts.
Well, I think one thing that's quite good with this digital version is that it does actually have the alternating turns. So right now I'm on the game screen and it's waiting for the other player, which would be you, and then it'll move around to me, and then so realistically we do have that, very much like you would have at a normal tabletop. You have you have, I'll explain what I'm doing on my turn, you'll explain what you're doing on your turn, and we can have that back and forth. And I think that's quite good, because this is like one thing I really love about this compared to some other engine builders that I've played, is that there's a really nice degree of interaction. Not everything that your opponent does directly affects you, but there's some things where I'll play a card and it means that everybody at the table can get some more food resource, for example, or I'll do something and you'll have a card that says, oh, because I've done this, Dandy gets to do XYZ.
Yeah, exactly. So there's some back and forth, but mostly it's just comparing who gets the most points at the end. And you can see who has the most points as you're going, I believe. No, it's not that one.
You can see some of how many points you've got, because you can always see how many birds people have got played in front of you and they're worth points. You can see how many eggs people have got, but then you don't necessarily know what you have in terms of bonus cards at the end. So at the start of the game, we'll both pick some bonus cards and they will contribute to points that will be pretty blind. But yeah, broadly, you can kind of get an idea as to who's doing well or who's pulling ahead, but it might be something entirely different as time goes by.
So I'm just choosing which birds to keep in my hand this time.
Absolutely fine.
So the idea of this game is that you're building an engine of how the birds that you lay in certain habitats will interact with each other. So my hand is any combination of these birds and the food down here at the bottom as well. You use the food to get the bird cards onto the board. But you can only choose 5 of them, so out of all of these. So I'm going to choose, I think, this American... I should...
No, you should not. You should absolutely...
I could probably say the name of some of the birds, but I don't know how much you've played this to know what the birds do.
I have played precisely 5 games, all of which have been on stream. So you will definitely have an advantage if I start naming birds. I will be doing my very best on my stream to explain my strategy whilst also keeping it from Dandy. Though honestly, it's like this game is actually pretty well balanced. Like if you, one of the things that's often frustrating in some games is that you can really obviously see somebody who's very far out in front. I don't think that's necessarily the case, and knowing some information about what your opponent has in hand in this game is not going to give either of us, I think, a huge advantage.
No, I think it's pretty chill. Like it's not super competitive. And Fresco, you're not alone in not understanding how this game's going to work. Unfortunately, we haven't explained it whatsoever. Basically, I will explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But I feel like having a proper explanation of this probably would have made sense. But because it's a full game, it would probably take about half an hour just to explain how it's going, and then people that show up wouldn't understand how it's working anyway. I did this when I had my Magic the Gathering stream. I spent the first half an hour explaining most of the rules, or some of it, or how it goes, and people still didn't understand. So basically from that, yeah, you're right. This is basically a chill bird game. We are going to be explaining how, like, what we're doing as we're doing it, and it's something that you guys can enjoy in the background or something, which would be quite nice.
Yeah. I'm just quickly looking at what our various scoring goals are for each round. To give a very brief summary of what the game is, we are in some way bird enthusiasts. We're trying to encourage birds into one of our 3 areas: woodlands, grasslands, and riverlands. Each of those has a specific power and cost to put birds in. The most important thing I'm looking at right now is the scoring in the top right, which is bonus cards that we'll have each round. These are totally randomized. So the first one is getting a total number of eggs on birds with the ground nest type, so that symbol with the eggs on the ground. The total number of eggs in the grassland row. Sets of eggs in river, grass, and wood. 1 set of eggs consists of 1 egg in the wetland row, 1 egg in the grassland row, and 1 egg in the forest. Okay, so basically you want
1 in each.
Well, or 2 in each. 2 in each, 3 in each. Basically, you want an even distribution.
You get a point for having 1 in each. So if you have 2 in each, you have 2 points. Yeah.
Yeah. You want an even spread, and then finally, same thing again for the last round. You want some bowls. You want eggs in bowls as opposed to eggs on the ground. So that makes me think that this is a very good. That's a really solid start. Though expensive. Also the really good from. I don't think I want. We're gonna. This, at the very least, is a very good start. I'm gonna go for that. That's 3 birds. Get that food. And then, have you chosen a bonus card already?
Yes, I have. Yeah. Chat. This is our bonus card here. You can see we have this extra goal that we have to do that Loxley doesn't have to do. He doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
It counts towards our goals only.
Okay. So this is actually. I've got some tricky ones. So what I do like about the bonus cards is they tell you what percentage of cards matches certain criteria, which is really helpful. I have 1 bonus card which applies to 10% of cards, and 1 bonus card that applies to 13% of cards.
And I've also noticed that if they have if they apply to fewer cards, they have a higher score on them because they're harder to do. So if you meet the criteria, you get more points because they're harder to do. So my one, it applies to 31% of cards. That's almost a third of all the cards. But it's not a super high score for it because it's quite easy to do.
Yeah. Or it'll be something where they ask to get you've got to get a certain threshold of birds. So if it's something that's 31%, you might need to get 4 to 5 to get the lower of the 2 scores, and then 6 to get the higher of the 2 scores. I don't know. What are we thinking, chat? I'm thinking this one on the right, just because it's slightly more it's a slightly higher percentage, but I'm going to ask you guys what you think. And welcome this evening, especially to Karasuma Hanzo, who is himself a bird VTuber. So, he is very much...
Perfect.
yeah, he's very much on brand for this. In fact, last Saturday when I did this, I had Karasuma Hanzo, who's a crow, and then Broken Hammer's Strix, who is an owl, come in, and that was my chat for the evening, was entirely bird VTubers. Right, let's go for that. So now it goes over to Dandy's turn.
So my first turn.
Yes.
I'm going to think I want to get resources first. So I'm going to play this one in the forest. I'm going to spend this berry. I'm going to pay a berry. Why is it asking me to pay more? Oh no, there we go. Pay a berry.
I think you can. There is a rule which lets you spend 2 food resources if you don't have the correct resource. So you can kind of pay 2 for 1. But so
two of the same one is equivalent of one of the other.
Yeah, and in my experience, it will usually ask you to confirm what you want to pay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it might. I think sometimes I have known that I've opened up the menu to say change what's in what I'm using to feed rather than confirm. Right, I'm going. None of those are wildly useful.
Also, I'd like to check with my chat. Does my voice sound clear? Like, I'm using my new microphone, and last time I did it, it sounded all crackly apparently, but it seems like this is fine. Hopefully it sounds good.
So I'm going to start with this bird. I'm going to play the Cassin Sparrow in defense mode.
Defense mode.
Sorry, I don't know at what point we'll go into just making this needlessly shonen anime, but it's coming. It's going to happen.
Yeah, do it.
Maybe second game. Let's make it nice and chill first, and then do silly after this game's done.
I'm going to want to draw bird cards. So you draw bird cards in the wetlands. So I'm going to put this one in the wetlands here. We are spending a worm and a wheat. We played the common grackle. I love the way that when you play a bird, it reads out some trivia about it.
Yes, didn't get that one. Except Cassin Sparrow. I've played it twice now, and I know nothing about Cassin Sparrow.
So the default setting I've noticed for this is that it will read out the trivia the first time you play the bird. If you've played it before, it won't repeat it. So it only does it for brand new birds.
I thought that was per game. Interesting. Sorry, I have that same setting, but I thought it was only for the first time you played it per game. Interesting.
I like that the trivia is coming from the actual board game, because all these birds are on little cards. They have all of this information on them. So it's got like their ability, it's got their stats and everything, what they can do. But then at the bottom, it's usually got some little trivia about like where they live. This is their wingspan. This is how big they are here. So 20 centimeters. Loxy's got a little sparrow in his plane.
Right, I need to get some food. So, Dandy just previously paid a grackle into her wetlands. What that means is that she now has the option to draw additional cards. But even without birds in my wetlands, or in my case, in my forest, I can still use that base power. It's just comparatively weaker. So I can still take food from the bird feeder, which I'm going to do.
I'm just going to cut you off for a second there. Vreska just donated $40.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Vreska. That's incredible. That's all going towards my new model. That's amazing.
That's really generous of you. Congratulations.
Wow. Thank you so much. Bird Pog. That's also a good test of my new bar at the bottom there, so I can see it's actually gone up. That's good.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna draw a card. I think I'm just going to draw random and just see what comes out. That'll go onto Dandy's. You'll notice in the right-hand side, the blue cubes will show how many actions we have left per round. The game is 4 rounds. First round, you have 8 actions. Second, 7, and then 6 and 5. The idea being that that as you build a more efficient engine, you'll use fewer turns, but you're getting more out of those turns.
Yeah. So I'm going to draw some bird cards here because I have no birds in my hand and I need them. And when you draw cards, you have 3 face-up cards, these ones, and then a pile of ones that you can't see. So you can choose from one. You can choose any of the face-up ones, or you can choose a blind one. Once you've chosen the blind one, you can't take it back. So I think I don't have many resources at the moment, so I think I'm going to go with this one's pretty cheap. Ha 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 ha, cheap.
Yeah, it is that thing. It's like, is it a bird pun? Is it just a thing people say?
I'm not going to activate this ability though because I don't want to get rid of the bird card I just drew.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that makes. Ooh, so I'm actually going to draw a second card because I'm not happy with the. That's because you took the card that I was looking at that. What was it? A robin, sparrow. I was looking at that and thinking that's a really nice card, and then I just realised it moved because the rose-breasted grosbeak is in its place.
Oh no, it's in the way.
Yep. Actually, I don't want to do that. Let's instead, let's just start getting some food from the bird, because it's not the most efficient right now, but it's something that we need to be doing.
Yeah, we're going to need food as well because we have nothing at the moment. You can see our resources on the right here. We've got all the symbols of what food there is, and we have nothing at all. So we're going to have to gain food by going into the woodlands. And I will get something that lets me play this, which is either a berry or a worm. And we have worms available, so let's grab a worm. Oh, we could get rid of this bird to draw a different one using this ability. But I kind of like this one, so I'm going to skip that. I'm not being very efficient because I have these powers that I'm skipping over, but I'm not in a position to use them at the moment.
I think, yeah, I've kind of fallen into a trap that I fell into a couple of days ago and realised I need to build up my woodland a bit better, because I need to play birds generally, but carry on and see how we go. You suddenly get to round 2 and it's like, I have not played any birds in the woodlands. How is it so hard for me to get food?
Hang on, I think I just played my turn by looking at your board. Oh no, it's all good.
No, so I'm finding this as well, because I'm spending more time looking at your board. I apologise for this, chat. I'm actually going to actively say when I'm moving to Dandy's board versus mine, because otherwise it will just be very confusing. So
I should do that as well.
I'm going to draw the food.
See at the top here, Loxley's the green badger. I'm the blue derby pigeon. So you see, this is my symbol.
So you can see on my chat, because I don't have a cursor, there's a little eye symbol under Dandy's portrait when we're looking at Dandy's board. So we can see that Dandy has an American robin in the forest, which means that she can take 1 dice and then discard 1 of her cards in order to get a bonus dice. She's got nothing in her grasslands, but she can still lay 2 eggs per round as a basic. And then in the riverlands, she has the common grackle, so she can take 1 card and optionally choose to pay an egg to get an additional card. It's actually a really nice interaction where the stuff you get from the woodlands can then be used to get more stuff out of the grasslands, can be used to get more stuff out of the riverlands, and in that kind of nice circle, it just makes lots of very interesting choices, which are all occasionally frustrating. You never really know which is the first one. I'm going to let Dandy re-roll the bird feeder should she so wish.
I'm gonna have to. There's only a fish in there. But again, I have no birds in hand. I need some better birds in here.
See, I have birds in hand, but I do not have the food with which to feed them.
Ah. I'm low on everything, basically. I've placed birds down. I don't think I have anything I can... Okay,
and to be honest, I can already see that you're kind of thinking a few rounds ahead, because you currently have a bird in each biome, and all of them can take 3 eggs, at least. So you're kind of setting up for that third round set of eggs game, or at least you have the infrastructure there with which to do that should you wish.
I'm gonna lay eggs. I'm gonna lay both of them on here. And all players gain a worm from the supply, so you are welcome to the worm.
Marvelous. I think that will announce in a second. Yes, there we go. So it does also announce when that happens. So I that explains to me why I have an extra worm in my supply. As you can see, it's now up to 3. So bird feeder. If there is only a single dice left, or all the dice show matching symbols, you can re-roll all the dice to get a bit more of a variety of food in there. And I'm going to definitely want. Dandy mentioned she wanted berries. I'm not sure if that's still the case, but I'm going to take these berries.
No, I used that for the bird that I played before.
Fair enough.
I will say, when you play this in real life, it comes with like the card, like pop-out card bits. You need to build an actual bird feeder with like a little dice tower, and you put all the dice in the back of it, and it all flows down and comes out at the front of the bird feeder. It's really fun.
Yeah, I think this is always the case with digital versions of board games. Is they're really good for doing distance play, but I think there is a tactility to them. Like, have you played Azul?
No, I've not actually. I don't know that one.
I'd really recommend it, but like one of the things that would be missing, I don't even think there's a digital version. There's probably one on Tabletop Simulator, but one thing you would miss is they have the nicest feeling tiles. They're like they're kind of plastic, but they kind of have that quite a ceramic-y sheen on them, and they just feel, and you put them in a bag and you have to draw them randomly. It's just a very satisfying thing, which I imagine the Dice Tower bird feeder is very similar to that.
When you have nice tactile things like that, they're really nice.
Yeah.
I just drew a bird. His name is the Northern Flicker, but the L and the I are very close together. I thought it was something else.
I'm going to have to post it on Twitter at some point, but I remember there was a post I saw going around either Twitter or Facebook, which was putting forward a series of birds that the writer was convinced had been named by people who did not like birds. And it was like Northern Flicker or average woodpecker.
Yeah,
I just
so
progressively more and more mean names about birds.
Yeah, you get some really mean ones.
Right. One thing you can do, which is quite good in this, is you can see how your opponents are doing compared to you in the bonus round scoring. So,
you can see that as it goes. Oh, that's true.
Yes, it's very helpful because you can sometimes then decide, do I want to go contest this or no? But yes. Oh, actually, I can play the. You can play the Lazuli. I should definitely do. Oh no, I can't do that because I've not got eggs.
Done a lot of
Everything
food gathering.
I have, but it's been inefficient food gathering is the unfortunate thing.
Do you not have a bird that you can put there first?
I don't know because I was thinking, oh, here's smart. I'll get a bird I'll get some birds in the grasslands, and then I'll be ready to really jump on in round 2 when I want a bunch of eggs in the grasslands. Of course, that's trapped me in a position where I'm not getting particularly efficient food draw. I
mean, mine's not particularly efficient either at the moment because I've only got the one in there, and I'd have to like swap a bird out for an extra food.
Yeah.
That's what this symbol here means. You can deposit one of your cards in your hand for an extra food from the bird feeder.
Sorry, I've just seen in my chat, Hanzo has said, people who what? Yes, there are in fact people who don't like birds. Wouldn't take it particularly personally.
Assuming it's like airline pilots, mostly.
Probably.
And like helicopter pilots.
Right, I'm going to draw a bird. This first round has been a little bit of a write-off.
Oh no.
It's fine, I don't think it's the worst thing. I can still get some points at the end of the round. Right, I keep hitting the... I do apologise, chat. I keep hitting the trigger buttons as opposed to the shoulder buttons, which is... So shoulder buttons on the Switch version go between the biomes. Trigger buttons go between the players. So I keep meaning to go up to the grasslands and woodlands, and then I'm inadvertently showing everyone Dandy's sheet. Which I can imagine is not the most clear thing to be doing.
Why did it not lay the birds? Lay the birds. Lay the eggs. It didn't lay the eggs. I chose the action to lay eggs and it didn't do it.
It says you've laid eggs.
But I don't have the extra ones. I took the action, but I don't have the extra eggs.
Oh no!
What a waste.
Did you inadvertently skip? Like it's usually actually pretty good. Like certainly on the Switch version, it's really good for making sure, hey, you've not taken this action.
Yeah, I think I misread it. I think I was trying to skip bending food for the extra egg.
Oh.
I think that's what I thought I was doing.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Right.
Oh no! What a waste.
I am going to lay eggs because at least I can at least set myself up for future rounds. I don't have any other birds to lay eggs. I can't use my bonus action on my Cassin Sparrow.
Well, you're gonna beat me with the bonus because of my mistake. That might cost me the game actually.
I don't think so. It's only 4 points in the first round.
Well, but it's also the points of the eggs and the lack of resources to use them later on. That's gonna bite me.
True, but it only counts the eggs right at the final. So you get points for every single egg that's been laid, but only right at the end of the game.
Yeah, but I won't have them to be able to place the extra birds because you need to. This little symbol above these slots here means that if I'm gonna play a bird in that slot, I have to spend an egg. So I'm not going to have those later on, unfortunately.
It's true.
See, you've taken those points from me as well.
Well, if I beat you by 3 points, that will be why.
I don't think it's not that. I don't think it's be that short number though, because I'm not going to have the resources to spend to get these other birds down now.
This sweet-sounding bird has the gruesome nickname Cutthroat.
My turn. I want to get this down, I think. So. Let's put you in there.
I have more options in the feeder now, but very few things to actually feed birds. But I now have the option to play more stuff. I'm probably not going to play that anymore. Though actually it is quite good for this particular round.
Neither of these bonus cards are very good for me. I think this one's going to have to work the best, even though I don't currently have any of these. It's the only one I can go for.
I think I want this one. Right, my turn. Cool.
Okay.
So we're going foraging. This bird... I think this bird is worth slightly more points in the long run than this bird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for food. I'm going to discard a card. Discard this northern bobwhite. In order to draw 2 food as opposed to just the 1. And then I'm going to get got plenty of that. I need one of those and get one of... Oh, and because I have a rose-breasted grosbeak in my woodlands, I also get to gain an additional grain or berries from the bird feeder if there is one, and there is.
Efficiency.
Yep. So that was...
that's a good one.
I'd actually forgotten that was there, so I'm glad I didn't take all of the wheat that was in there.
Yeah. I need cards. I'm gonna have to draw cards. Right, so let's go with... This meets all of our criteria for goals. So I think we're gonna take this one. Oh, that sounded adorable.
Chat, if you're wondering, we have seen none of this type of bird yet. 13% of the deck, we have seen none of them.
Do I want to discard an egg as well? Again, I think I do.
It also appears that Dandy may have some in hand. Actually, no, Dandy's fishing for cards right now, so I don't think Dandy has any in hand.
Don't have many resources. I think I'm going to get rid of this one for an egg. There we go. This bird consumes other birds to turn them into eggs.
I mean, it's the circle of copyright. Oh, you've not played that bird. You're just telling me what the power is. Interesting. Cool. That's...
No, the bird that's in my wetland.
Ah, right. Okay. Right. I want...
My common grackle.
Common grackle has uncommon tastes.
It just consumes other birds to turn them into eggs.
I mean, strictly speaking, isn't that any predatory bird?
It's true, I guess. This one seems to do it immediately though, which is a bit fast.
I mean, I applaud the efficiency.
I know, right?
Right, we are going to put this lazuli bunting into play in my grasslands.
Bunting.
Yes. So as you can see, I don't actually have any berries, but because I can use the 2 for 1, I'm paying 2 invertebrates and 2 wheat in order to make it so I've got 1 wheat, 1 invertebrate, and 1 berry. Which is less than I'd be... which is not ideal, but it is what it is.
You have a lot of food.
I do have a lot of
Lazuli
food.
bunting. The Latin name Amina means beautiful or charming.
Well, apparently the Latin name lazuli means charming.
Aw.
Charming bunting.
So, for me to be able to play this bird anywhere, I need eggs. I have 1 egg down here.
I think this is going...
I wanna... Okay, I wanna get food, I think, first. Oh, there's only a fish in there. Which is fine. I can use that. Because we need a fish and 1 other thing to play this one. It's hard for me to show, but like this part of the card here shows where it can be played, this bit, and this bit shows what they need to be played. This one needs one of anything. This one needs 1 of anything and a fish.
So this is the top left of the card.
And then re-roll the dice. Can you see what's in the feeder? It's all worms and wheat.
So
Everything is a worm or a wheat.
I'm just thinking. Have you already taken one fish?
I've taken that fish that was left over. Yeah.
So I'm actually not going to say anything because I depending on what you do, you may inadvertently benefit me.
Maybe. So I've just taken some food from the bird feeder.
Okay, what I was kind of hoping you might have done was to take that single worm, which would then have made everything that was still in the bird feeder.
And then you could re-roll it. Yeah,
Exactly,
that's why
yes.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, I figured, but I just thought I would highlight what would have been. It would have been nice. Let's get me set up for this round.
Because if everything in the bird feeder shows the same face, so if everything is the same food, you can re-roll it. But because we have this one worm compared to the rest of these dual face ones, he can't re-roll it. So if he needs a mouse or a berry or a fish, nope, not allowed.
No. So here's an example of an engine starting to kick off. So I've just laid eggs in my grasslands. Because I've got 2 birds there, I automatically get 3 eggs. I also have the lazuli bunting, so all players lay 1 egg on any bowl nest bird, and I may lay an additional egg on an additional bowl nest bird. So I'm definitely gonna select that as a thing. So you get to.
That's a good one to have.
It is. It benefits you as well, but it's also just genuinely really useful for me because I get the bonus action.
I'd love that one.
Okay, you can have this. And I also have the Cassin Sparrow, which, when activated, lay just an egg on any bird.
Told me I can lay an egg on my bird yet.
Oh, I think it will do so in a second. I think
okay.
Because I think when I finish this turn, it will tell you are allowed to lay 1 egg.
Oh, good.
But I don't
want to miss out on more eggs.
No, I think so out of what should have been a 3-egg action, I get 6 eggs and Dandy gets 1.
Oh my god, that's so many.
Yeah, my grassland is kind of kicking off.
That's a lot.
I hadn't realised quite how effective that was gonna be.
Yeah, that's absurd. Actually, no. I'm gonna put it on.
Well, absurd is the word.
Oh, I already have. Oh, I can't take it back. Damn it! I should have put on a different one. It's fine. So I think I want to. I've got the food to play this.
Is there? Ooh.
Do I do that?
So just whilst you're thinking of that, I am going to draw chat's attention to a bird that was definitely named by somebody who didn't like birds in the draw bird cards area, which is the dick sissel.
This one, oh my god, that's very unfortunate.
That was definitely named by somebody who did not like the bird they were studying.
Definitely was. Why can't I take this back? Why can't I take this back? Fine, I'm gonna have to do that.
Actually, that like, despite the unfortunate name, the dick sissel would have been really good in round 1.
So cute. So I've played Franklin's Gull.
Franklin's Gull do. Discard 1 egg to draw 2 bonus cards. That is a very nice power.
I mean, I have 1 egg, which is unfortunate.
That's not great.
Yeah, I could do with some more though. But next turn, I can draw a lot of cards. I can spend my last egg.
I'm going to say that black vulture in the draw birds card is draw birds area is kind of tempting.
I don't have a predatory action though.
Yeah, well, nor do I. So it's kind of that's where I'm thinking actually it's really nice because it's free. It doesn't have any cost to put in play, but it's also not got a very particularly high score to it. It's not got a nest type that's going to be useful to me this game because it lays its eggs in trees, and it also doesn't really benefit me because it's not going to activate its power.
Yeah. However, the birds will shuffle away between the rounds.
That's true.
So if you want it, you'll have to take it now.
It's very true. Right. As we now we're looking at your table again and thinking, oh, I get to take two food, and I was like, no, you don't.
Oh my god, your birds are full of eggs. You have some eggy birds.
Thank you.
Was that a compliment? I guess it was.
I don't know. I don't want.
Congratulations on your very eggy birds.
Thank you very much.
Ah, you're very welcome.
No, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna. I feel you and I are destined to do this for several rounds yet. I actually forgot that my rose-breasted grosbeak lets me get extra things, so I got to do your true food.
Oh, you have very efficient birds.
I do. I'm quite happy with I was slightly worried that I was stalling in the first round, but all right.
I don't know what my best move here is, because I need eggs, but I need food, and I need cards.
Yeah.
Basically, I need everything. I'm not doing great.
It's me last round.
Basically, all of my abilities involve discarding another thing I would gain to get more of that one thing I want to get.
Yeah,
but I don't have anything to get rid of in the first place.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I think I want to play this.
I'm gonna do this one. I think I'm gonna go with.
Okay, we have to make a knot in the grasslands.
None of these meet my goals, so I'm gonna get that one. Oh, that's not bad. That's a good one. I think I'll go with another blind one. Oh, this one's cute. I'm happy with those.
I'm very glad.
I will. I guess I'll discard my last. No, I shouldn't. I need my egg. No, I'll get it back. I'll get it back. I'll discard my egg to draw 2 more cards. I think it'll be 2 more blind ones. Aww. Okay, so this is a lot of card draw, basically.
It's kind of what you want out of when you're doing your card draw round, right?
Now I can tuck one of these behind. I think it might be this one because it's a bit too expensive for me at the moment. I don't have the resources to play this. It would be nice to get it down. Or maybe it's this one. No, I think it's going to be this one.
I think this is the really funny thing about not when you're kind of playing an engine building game, particularly with somebody else, and you're physically there, and you can kind of see them try and work out what's in their hand. It's kind of fascinating to take yourself away from that, because it does feel a little. Have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
I've not. I know of it. I've seen bits of it, obviously.
Okay, so
I've not watched the show.
That's fair. There is a sketch known as the Cones of Dunshire, and it is one of those things where you kind of have that step back and realise that because you're talking about abstract concepts and just applying words that are familiar but make no sense. It's like, right, I need to get rid of this egg, but then I need to, but I'll get it back if I do this.
Yes.
Like, board games are great, but they sometimes make no sense whatsoever.
If I discard this worm, I can draw a bird.
Right, I'm going to play this.
That you don't normally hear.
Loggerhead shrike. Shrikes impale their prey on thorns or barbed wire and may save them
So
for
I
later.
think for our next turn.
Wow, I've just played the most metal bird. Loggerhead shrike.
Loggerhead shrike. Wow, that's
Well,
a good name.
the bit of trivia you get with it is apparently it impales its prey, which admittedly is just insects, on things like barbed wire and thorns. It's like, okay.
Gosh. I want to work towards getting this bird down. How many turns do we have left? We have 2 turns left. Oh, I don't think I'm going to get it down this turn.
I've got to ask now. I'm just remembering this in terms of explaining abstract concepts to and having that step back. Do you have like a regular group of people you play board games with in real life? And
we do actually. Yeah.
And have you
What
ever?
we do.
And have you ever tried to then explain board games you're all familiar with to somebody who doesn't really play board games?
Usually, if I'm playing board games with people, it's with people that play lots of board games. And I'll usually be doing it with people who are better at explaining them than I am.
That is fair.
I'm not very good at this. My chat can attest to this. I'm terrible at explaining what I'm doing, so I've now given up.
I really appreciate the Eastern Phoebe giving me an extra invertebrate.
You're welcome.
The reason I bring it up is I've now just been reminded. We had a bit of a family reunion a few years back. Me and all the rest of the goats, and when we did Secret Santa, and I bought somebody a card game called Sushi Go, which is a drafting game. So you pick a card from a hand, pass your hand to the person to your left, get another card, and score points. And
Okay.
I can remember explaining the rules. And if you play board games, the rules, it's an abstract game. You're drawing cards, certain combinations get points, but I'm there sat explaining that if you get 1 point for an egg nigiri, but 3 points for a squid nigiri, you don't get any points if you only have one maki roll, but you get 5 points if you have 2 of them at the end of the round. I'd look up and my family are just looking at me like I've grown an extra head.
Yeah, it gets confusing for some people.
We all had a really good time playing it. It was that moment. I just had that moment where I was just looking at myself from outside and realizing,
what am I speaking about?
What words? What is this combination of words
What
coming
did I
out of
just
my
say?
face? Right.
Alright, what's your move? What are you doing?
I am going to draw. What was done? Right, yes. I want to draw cards, but I'm going to discard an egg to draw 2 cards. And I think that might be good, but I think I would rather have... Yeah, you're not particularly great, so I'm going to draw 2 cards from the deck. Both of which actually... Oh, they actually work quite nicely.
So you've definitely got this bonus round, so I'm not going to bother trying.
That's fair. Yeah, the efficiency in my grasslands I did not realise was there.
Yeah, I think you might have this. Yours is very efficient. Mine are very boring.
Yeah, I think I got very fortunate after the first round.
No, I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to draw different birds. These these don't help me. So yeah, let's draw birds.
You know what's slightly
One thing-
annoying?
I'm gonna take the dick sizzle, I think.
But yeah,
Shut up.
please do, because every time I look at that card, I let out a small
Well,
snicker. And
I'm gonna hold the dick sizzle in my hand instead.
okay, you hold it. You treat it nice.
I will. I'm gonna skip this one. I want to keep the eggs instead. And I will tuck. I think I'm gonna get rid of the pied-billed grebe instead. Lay an egg on that bird. Okay, you've definitely got that one. Oh my god! I had no chance.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay, so
I think that round where I suddenly was like, oh, I get to lay 6 eggs this round was
yeah.
my engine may have got a bit OP.
I think you're also very fortunate that all of these bonus rounds goals need eggs. Like
Yeah.
all 4 of them. I've not seen that before. There's usually things like certain birds and things like have birds in certain habitats and stuff.
Yeah, or just
But
like
you've got a very efficient egg engine. I
Yeah.
don't.
an egg gin, you might say.
Egg-gin.
You might say it, but let's not.
Let's take a wheat. Reroll. Ah, we got the wheat. That's what we wanted. Put that. We'll tuck away. So this is the one we want to. No, not this one. This is the one we want to play. We want to play the dick sizzle. And maybe this one
Can
eventually.
you not wait till after the stream to play with the dick sizzle?
Unfortunately, I can't because it's part of the game.
That's true.
Rid of this one, I think. And then I'll draw. All of these are water birds. I don't want that. That's an expensive one. Well, it's a lot. It's very pricey, but it does nothing. It does nothing. But no, sorry, it does nothing, but it's worth a lot of points. That's what it.
Yeah. I mean, the millionaire of the bird world.
Yeah. Worthless, but worth a lot for some reason.
Right. Do I have? I've got the resources to put that in play. I also have the resources to put that in play. Okay, cool.
Let's have a look at your board. What are you up to? Do we both have a bells for Rio?
Probably.
Oh no, that's my board still.
Oh, that would do it.
I think after this game, I'm going to change the background of my board. You can do that because we both have the same one. This is really awkward.
Sorry, I didn't realize. I will also do that. We will communicate this.
We will decide who's having what.
Absolutely. Sorry, I quite like. I just liked the pine trees. It's a very nice aesthetic.
This is the actual design of the board in the board game.
Oh,
This
really?
is what it looks like. Yeah.
I had actually assumed that there were several different boards because everyone gets an individual player board.
There might be, but like this is what I remember at least. This is what I
makes sense.
use.
I'm trying to work out if I want to get anything here. That Atlantic Puffin is really good, but it's arrived too late in the game because anything that lets you draw new bonus cards is really good, but you really want something that's gonna show up earlier in the game because then you can more effectively work towards it. I really want the. Let's start with the blue jay. Pay for that.
We're actually really close to having one of my goals already. This one.
Blue jays can carry up to 5
I have
acorns
got
and store
nothing
hundreds for
towards
winter.
my goal.
Oh no. Okay, so now we can play the dick sizzle in the grassland.
No,
We
stop
will
it.
spend this egg. Yeah, we'll spend this egg. Ah. Okay. Alright, so we played the dick sizzle. We don't have to keep saying the name now.
Just never look at your grasslands again.
We'll just cover this up. We'll hide it under a bush
We'll
or
just
something.
pretend it never happened. Wow, I actually actively don't want to get food from the bird feeder right now. Or if I do, I want to get I want to get both those fish.
Oh no.
Well, no, it's just because when I've got with the blue jay and the grosbeak, they both get to get bonus food, but only if it's present in the bird feeder.
I'm gonna give you a shout out on my Twitch. Your there you are. Everyone, go check out Loxley. Go give him a follow. He's really cool. He plays a lot of board games.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody does want to see the process that I've gone through learning this game, I did a stream last Thursday and a stream on Wingspan last Saturday, and that was entirely me learning the game, so very much explaining to myself the rules and honestly getting my teeth kicked in by the AI.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us,
crushed the
Kaylee.
AI in the tutorial. I knew exactly what I was doing. Like it starts you off pretty well, but then like you basically do the first 2 rounds as a tutorial, but then the rest of it is up to you. I did really well in that one. Not so well in this one, apparently.
Okay, so I might as well just get 2 of whatever.
Right, so you're drawing some cards.
I'm going to... Oh, I get to take or cash it. I might as well cash that, because that will then be just points at the end. I can roll this. Excellent. That's what we like. Oh, and that works even better. Perfect.
I know what I'm going to do this turn. I'm going to lay eggs. So I'm going to spread them out so that we can get some of these points. This is going to lay an egg on itself. Let's lay an egg here.
Just to say thank you very much for the follow, Kaylee Cogsmith.
Kylie, she's come from my chat.
Kylie, I apologise for the I
Okay.
wasn't sure how to pronounce it.
This is a nice cheap one to play, but it doesn't benefit me as much as this one. But this one's expensive, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to play this one.
Ah, both work. Okay, Kylie or Kaylee.
This one. I wanted to get this one down, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, to be honest, that's pretty much the entirety of the bird shop in the Riverlands right now.
Yeah. They're going to refresh next round, though.
And he gets
In 3 turns. Dandy Burb now. I am rebranding as a bird. Yep. I am a cat bird.
There's actually another.
No, I'm just.
There is actually
I'm just a
another
cat among the birds.
cat amongst the pigeons, one might say. There is actually another. There is actually a cat bird.
VTuber. Yeah, there is. Space Kestrel.
Yes.
I did a Minecraft skin for her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen your Minecraft skins. They look really cool.
Oh, thank you. I should do some more of those again.
Let's play Eastern Bird. Yeah, go for the cherry. Let's spend egg.
Eastern Kingbird. The kingbird displays its orange crown while defending its territory.
I also really like that the birds start moving, like when they're in your hand or in the shop, they don't do anything, but then they start just having like small animations to them when they're actually in play.
It's like they come alive.
Yeah,
Really
absolutely.
nice. And I'm pretty sure, unsurprisingly, this stuff looks like it was made in Live 2D, like a lot of VTubers avatars are. It just looks, it has that style around it.
Yeah, it's that kind of. You can kind of see the individual. If you look, you can see where the individual joints must be, and
where the elements are.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I'm going to. I'm gonna get food. I'll get this worm, and let's get this fish as well, I guess. Now I'm gonna tuck away this spotted sandpiper. Raw.
birds.
Has to be a blind one, I think. Wow, that's worthless. Actually, no, this is a moving one. Yes, I like this one.
Oh, yeah, that's they have
a migratory bird. These ones are so useful.
Karasuma Hanzo in my chat says the bird's a 2D rigged animation. It's a technique that you use a lot more than people think.
Yeah, it looks like live 2D. Because people kind of nowadays, at least in VTubing, people assume that live 2D only does like the avatar animation, but it does. It's perfectly serviceable for this like flat 2D rotation animation. And you can do it in lots of different programs. It's just that Live 2D is the best one for doing avatar stuff that VTubers use. You can technically use, I think there's Adobe Animation Suite as well. I've seen people use that as well. In fact, I know a VTuber that does it. I don't remember his name though.
I actually realised I cut you off when you were about to talk about your IRL gaming group before to talk my anecdote.
We basically share a board game collection. So if any of us have a board game, none of the rest of us will buy it because the people that we're going to play it with, we have a copy between all of us. So I own our copy of Wingspan. This is my board game.
Nice.
I want to get this chonky bird down. It does nothing, but it's worth a lot of points. So let's get you down, I think.
Can I ask, did you start playing board games when you were young, or is it something you kind of found when you were more an adult?
So I used to play a lot of weird board games with my family. Not that I would enjoy most of them because they were like really stupid, like not very good ones, unfortunately. But that was kind of like an introduction for me, at least. And it was at least in the past 2 or 3 years that I started playing board games more seriously.
Okay, cool.
And at least there was the foundation there of trying out new board games when I was younger. But it's definitely a more recent thing.
Oh, cool.
Stretch my neck. Oh. So you laid eggs.
I did indeed.
This is the last turn. I think how well are you doing with this? Oh, you've got the most sets.
I think I'm actually looking at your board right now. I think we could potentially draw.
We might do. So I'm gonna lay eggs.
Yeah, I think we can. I think the best we can do is. I think the best you can do is draw, because you can get 4 eggs and a 5th egg off the Dixisol. 1, 2. 3. Yeah, you can only get you can get 5 eggs, but you'd need 6 to
If I could
pull
get
ahead.
one more egg, I'd have 4 sets.
Yeah.
I think you have 4, don't you?
No, I have
Oh, no,
3.
you have 3. Okay,
So
so we
yeah.
can draw at least.
Mhm.
If I tuck one, I can get an. Oh, I could have got the extra egg. Oh, if I was sensible, I could have used this ability in the middle of the dick sizzle. Ah.
No. I think like I think I was factoring that in. So if you were to have played,
No, I have 3 sets without using the dick sizzle. If I put one egg from my plains into the wetlands, and then I got the bonus egg from the dick sizzle, then I would have had 4 sets.
can you move eggs freely?
Not at this point. Oh, I can now actually. Yes, I can redo it. I can redo it.
I didn't realize you could move eggs.
1, so 3 in there. So it's 4 up there, 4 down here. And then when I spend this bird... Oh, but that means getting rid of my migratory bird. They're better earlier on anyway. I think it's fine.
True, yeah.
Now, I have 4 sets. Oh, I got an achievement. Token of my appreciation.
Oh no.
Nice. Oh, I love the puns. So yeah, I've got 4 there. Oh, phew.
Oh wait, hang on. I think I can still draw you because I just
No.
because I just realised it's my turn.
Yeah, you have an extra turn. You just play that. Ah, what a waste.
Oh, and I actually get to play 6 eggs. I think I can win.
Magpie the Feathering. That's a good one. So what does everyone think of the game so far? I understand that it's probably a bit complicated for everyone to catch up with. And you might not fully understand the rules or what we're doing entirely. But the aesthetic of the game is really nice. Oh, I have one more turn as well. Oh, what a waste. I have no birds left. Ah!
Hanzo says it has a very pleasant feeling. It's true, it does.
Yeah, that's what my chat's saying. It looks pretty, but it's super complicated. It's not very bird friendly. Yes, it is. You're getting the birds into their habitats.
Absolutely.
Draw cards, unfortunately.
I think it is. I think it's one of those things where it seems very. I think this is something that can often happen with board games generally. Is they can seem quite impenetrable from the outside if you're not kind of familiar to them. But if you can find like one game that will get you in, then you can suddenly start to learn the rules. And like, I think it's generally accepted. Like the first game or 2 of anything that you play, that does not count. Because that is you learning the rules, that is you making mistakes, that is you trying to work out how to play around with things.
Exactly that. So even if you don't fully understand what we're doing this time, if you were to play yourself, you'd understand the rules a bit more.
Totally.
So if you like the look of the game and you think, oh, this looks quite nice, then you're welcome to pick it up and have a try. We're playing this with the Steam version. I believe you're playing on a different version.
I am playing on the Nintendo Switch. It was on.
That's the one.
It was on sale, and I mostly play games on the Switch because I only have a laptop. So having something else do the computing power of processing a game is much better.
Yes.
But I've been really impressed with the publishers, Stonemaier, is that they seem really keen to just get it into people's hands. So there is the Switch version, there's the Steam version, there's also versions on Tabletop Simulator and a version on Tabletopia. So there are many options for getting getting into this game.
think I told you this either, but I actually played the beta of this.
Was it the beta of the digital? You said.
The beta of the digital one, yeah.
Nice. How does that compare to the experience of playing it now, the fully realized game?
So it was very basic. I don't know how much I can talk about it. Probably fine because it was basically a public beta at that point.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't explain the rules very well. It didn't have the voices for it, so they just had text explanations.
Right.
It didn't have the animations. It didn't have the way everything moved between it. The core of the game was there, but it wasn't very well explained. So if you hadn't played it before, and I mean, I guess that makes sense. If you're playing a beta for a game, you're going to know a bit more about the game anyway. It was decent, but there were quite a few bugs as well, like a lot of glitches that just meant I couldn't actually play the game properly.
And presumably not just the ones that appear on the dice.
Yes. Oh, I get it.
Thank you.
Took me a moment.
It was a weak joke, but I'm glad we got there.
I think my chat saw the gears turning in my head there. Alright, so I'm back to the point where I need cards and I need food. So I think I'm gonna draw cards. We have new birds this time. This one's not bad.
Actually, as we're on the subject of getting games to bring people in, do you have any particular gateway games that you would use to bring people into board games?
I'd suggest there's a fantastic game that I play with my friends. It's called Quacks of Quedlinburg, and I recommended this one to you before. And
you did. I've not played it because there is.
I don't think there's no digital version of it, unfortunately.
I think I think it's on I think it's on TTS.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'd love.
Oh,
to
actually,
play
sorry.
that
No, it's definitely on. There's definitely a Tabletopia version, so that's licensed. I don't know about the licensed version on TTS. So obviously, if you're not playing things on stream, who are we to tell you how to spend your money or not? But yeah, I do want to play Quacks of Quedlinburg because it does look a lot of fun.
The idea behind it is that you're you yourself as a player are a witch, and you are brewing potions, and you have a bag of ingredients, a physical bag of ingredients in front of you that you cannot look into, but you can put extra things in, so you know what's in there because based on what you've put in there, but you're not allowed to look in the bag. And as you're brewing your potion, you pull out one ingredient at a time from the bag, well, not blindfolded, but because you can't see it until you've taken it out, that's what goes in your potion. And you kind of like build up points based on what you've taken out and put in your potion. And if you get too many of a certain ingredient, your potion explodes and you lose all of the points. And you have to choose, well, you have to stop there. You have to stop putting new ingredients in. And you have to decide whether you get the points or the money at the end. But if you go all the way to the end, or you run out of ingredients, or you decide to stop, you get to both. You get both the points and the money at the end. And it's very silly. It's very good fun. Right, so you played Eastern Screech Owl. So I'd like to be able to play this or this. Oh, this would be a good one to get, actually. So we need food. Oh, there's no wheat, though. Oh, you've taken all the wheat. Oh, damn it. And I can't re-roll either. Oh, you ruined me. Okay, we'll take food anyway, because we can double up. We can take that. And I guess we'll take that. Do I want to tuck a bird away? I think we do. I think we'll tuck this one away. Dandy needs some weed. Wheat. Wheat.
Yeah,
with a
sorry,
T.
what was that?
My chat thought I said weed.
I thought you said weed.
No. Wheat, plant, vegetation. This one looks pretty simple. We'll take that one. So we have 3 turns left.
Yep.
3 turns left. Smoke wheat every day. 420 graze it.
What? Oh, that's so the loggerhead strike has finally come into its own because you just took a mouse from the feeder.
Did I?
I'm guessing so because
Yes, I did. Yes, I
it
did.
just flashed up saying when another player takes the gain food action, if they gain any number of mice, I also gain 1 mouse from the supply and cash it on that card.
Ah. Oh, if I knew that, I would have taken it. Ah, damn it. Which one was that?
Loggerhead strike. It's in my woodlands.
Oh, yeah. Ah, I think that's the first time that's come into play.
It is. For eggs on bird. That is worth potential. Sorry, I'm now trying to do maths to work out if a bird in. I'm trying to literally work out if a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Nice.
Because I have a bird which is worth 4 points at base, plus another 3 points towards the end of round bonus. Or I have a bird that's worth 6 points, plus another 2 points on my bonus card.
Ah.
Yeah, and I'm not sure which
Maths
is.
time.
Well, one's 7, one's 8. I'm not sure. Actually, though, that because we're talking about eggs. Eggs are also a sheer number of. Actually worth 7. It's actually worth 10. Okay, yeah. So it's actually better to play this than play that bird. Or is to get that bird. Where's it cheap? Do this. No, don't do that. Do this.
You just need to follow or subscribe to the stream, and there's a box down below of how to control which one you get. But the moment you follow or subscribe, you'll show up on screen. Why did Nightbot try to ban the word dinosaur? Is dinosaur an acceptable word to have in stream? Yes, it is.
Particularly in a game where we're playing about birds. Because they are just tiny dinosaurs.
Right, so I'm going to spend this egg. Oh, I need to spend 2 eggs. Ugh. Oh, that's not ideal. Fine. What's an oologist?
Something about eggs?
Ah.
I mean,
Because I know an ornithologist is obviously the one who studies birds.
yeah.
But it just told me Brewer was a prominent 19th century ornithologist and oologist. Whatever that is.
So the only reason I know what an oologist is because there is specifically a bonus card in this game called Oologist, and I think it's based on, and the card itself is you get bonuses for having eggs on each bird. So if you got a single egg on each bird, you get more points than having lots of egg on a single bird. So I'm guessing it's like distribution or egg laying rates. I don't know. One of our chat, I'm sure, can go on the internet and explain to us what is meant by oologist. I am curious, but I'm guessing it's something to do with egg laying rates.
Yeah, if somebody could look that up, that'd be really helpful. It's a very educational game. This, if you're particularly interested in learning about birds.
How do you write it? It
Oh,
is written
the branch.
O-O.
Oh, here we go. Samir's got it for us. The branch of zoology that deals with eggs, especially birds' eggs. Ah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
it absolutely does. Right, let's do this. We'll food. And now we go a bit Oprah. Get an egg, and you get an egg, and you get an egg, and you get an egg, and also, oh, the negotiating habitat.
So I think we're both just going to spend our last turns laying eggs.
Pretty much. Yes, you can do that, and you get an egg, and you get. Oh, okay, so I fine. And you get an egg.
I think you're going to be miles ahead of me.
I might be, yes.
I think you are.
So I think one thing to note is that sometimes card draw comes down to it. Like, it's not a, there is one of the nice things I like about board games is that they actually are very good at having balancing mechanics, particularly like modern board games are in a real golden age for them. And this is not a I don't know some information Dandy's got, Dandy doesn't know some information I have, so it's an imperfect game by that definition. But what that does mean is that sometimes, you don't get, if you have unfortunate card draw, or you don't get certain cards that you would have liked, or the dice don't come up in your favor, it just ends up not going as you would have liked. So
yeah, I think you had very efficient egg-laying birds at the start.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely the case.
I think you focused on the bonus goals. I should have done that. Yeah. I usually focus on having a broad range of birds that will help me focus in later on, support a lot of things.
Yeah.
You kind of just went egg.
Yeah, which is not something I've done previously, because as I said, I was really worried at the end of the first round, because if I'm at the end of the first round, I'm like, oh, how do I get more than one food? That makes me very nervous.
Yeah, I kind of just went okay, I'd like to get a broad range of everything, but it was unfortunate that the cards I drew were okay, if you discard this thing, you can draw another thing, you can do another thing that you want. But I ran out of resources, so I couldn't do those, and if I wanted to spend that to get another thing, I didn't have that thing to spend elsewhere. All of my cards wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So I kind of you had a really smooth engine running for eggs, and I just kind of stalled almost.
Yeah, I think you have a much better engine in terms of card draw.
Yeah, but card draw isn't everything in this. You don't get points at the end for having.
Not at all. I think I managed to build a very efficient food engine and a very efficient egg engine from round 2 onward, and that's set me up quite well.
We have 0 turns left, so I might as well spend this last card. Throw it in for another egg. There we go.
Okay, and then we count it up and see. Everyone gets a bonus worm.
Oh my god, I beat you!
Oh, well done.
Just at the end.
That definitely makes up. So if we draw, we know it's down to round 1 and round 4.
When I didn't get those bonus eggs.
Absolutely.
It wasn't bonus eggs. They were actual eggs I was meant to get.
True.
The game, I skipped over it.
Okay, so we got a mounts on card. Oh!
And this is the scoring.
Bonus card.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh, this is
Oh
actually
god.
tense.
Okay. This is close. Oh my god. Uh.
Oh!
Oh, I did it.
And that is where it comes down to, is
Oh, oh, that was
that was
so close.
that was such a good back and forth right at the end. I love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I've got to ask, what was your bonus card?
So the one that I managed to fulfill was oh, it was birds with cup nest, and basically every bird I played had that.
I mean, and which also will have done you very well in the bonus, and that's also why we both did well in bonus negs, because
Yes.
we both kind of had you. I'm very jealous that you had something that was so directly tied to the fourth round bonus,
Yeah.
because
I also
So,
all of my birds, only one of them doesn't have a star or a cup nest.
I think all of my, I think I'm broadly the same. I think most of mine are the same. Mine was Falconer, which gave me a bonus for gave me 2 points for every single bird that had a predatory action, and I
Ah.
got one bird that had a predatory action.
Oh, is that why you're after that vulture, the 0 point one?
It's why I was thinking about. No, well, no. So it's why, because the vulture didn't have a predatory action. The vulture responded to predatory
Ah,
actions.
that's what
So I
it
was,
was. Yes.
I was actually I was actually very annoyed that I was seeing something that so directly responded to a predatory action, but didn't themselves have a predatory action.
Ah, that would have been good.
Yeah, that is. Man, that is a.
That was
It,
close.
and it was all down to the tuck cards. So that's all those things where you all those times where you were saying, oh, is it better to keep this card? The tuck cards was what
Yeah.
got you.
I had quite a few of those. Like I had one that was like if you draw two extra cards and then tuck one,
Yeah,
that kind of thing. Those are really good.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Because yeah, before that, I think I was just slightly ahead. Yeah, in fact, without the tucked cards, you were on 71. I was on 73.
yeah, that really made a difference.
Yeah.
So I guess those 3 eggs that I lost didn't make a difference.
No, and your efficient card draw engine actually did.
Yeah, that was really good. I'm
Yeah.
surprised that actually helped, because drawing cards in the game, if you have any cards in hand at the end, they don't count for points. So if you
Hmm.
just draw lots of cards, you're not benefiting anything. But because I had this one at the very start, my common grackle, it says tuck a card behind it, and if you do, you can lay an egg on this card, and then a bunch of these other ones, tuck a card from your hands behind on this bird, tuck a card, like there's a bunch of them. And I
Yeah.
had 4 of those actually. 4 of them let me tuck bird cards from my hand.
Nice. That's yeah. That clearly got you the game. So yeah, well played.
Oh, I
Wanna go
didn't expect that.
wanna go for another round?
So it's been an hour and a half for one game. My streams are usually only 2 hours. So I think that's a bit much, unfortunately, to go for a second round.
That is absolutely
Um,
fine.
Yeah, this was fun though. I really enjoyed this. I hope everyone else in chat enjoyed it. Even if you didn't fully understand what was going on, it was just a nice, comfy game that we can enjoy.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. And I really like to play more board games with you, like, because I think what I tend to do during the week is, or my plan is going forward, is I'll probably play something, one game that's not strictly speaking board game related. So I'm thinking I'm going to start doing Bastion on Mondays for a few weeks, then probably a board game against the AI and on a digital version on Wednesdays, and then versus some real people on Saturdays. So yeah, I think, like, if you ever want to come play board games again, you are always welcome.
That would be really nice. It'd be really good if we can get like a group of us together so that we can start like just playing board games as much as we like.
Yeah, totally. I mean, so
I won't be able to do it very often. Like Saturdays are usually my days off,
Hmm.
so having something in the evening is a bit difficult for me. But
That's
it is nice
completely
to be able to do it
understandable.
occasionally.
I mean, as I
Yeah.
say, I'm quite flexible. I know in a few weeks I'm actually doing the 2-player, a collab game with in Ticket to Ride with Lyri.
Oh, I like that game.
Yeah, it's a really good game. A little simpler than simpler than Wingspan, but still. In fact, that's Ticket to Ride is a very nice entry point game if you are looking to get into board games, because the rules are very straightforward and you're not trying to keep lots of numbers in your head. It's just you're just trying to get cards matching together.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to be flexible, and I have mentioned on Twitter that I'm thinking I should start like a board gaming VTuber Discord. So I will try and get that set up at some point.
That'd be good.
But I also have a list of VTubers when I started when I started going down the road of, I quite like board games. People are responding well to the idea of me playing board games. Maybe I'll have a bit of a focus on board games. So I did start saying who wants to be on this list. If anybody does want to play board games, you don't have to particularly know them. I'm happy to teach board games, or we can find something that's got a good tutorial online. If you are a VTuber and want to be on that list, reach out to me and I will definitely add you.
Yeah. So like, even if you don't fully understand how a game works, just if you like the vibe of it, then that's how you get introduced to a game. I picked this game up because I really liked the aesthetic of it. Like, you're playing with birds in a really nice environment, and like, it's such a nice game. I really suggest checking it out if you enjoyed this.
Yeah, it's also just like,
yeah.
Are you like? I'm not sure if you know like how many awards it's won, but you're actually like you are something. It actually won the Kennerspiel des Jahres, so it's a connoisseur. Yeah, so it's
oh, wow.
So it's a connoisseur board game. So did Quacks of Quedlinburg for that matter.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, so you have as far as the German Spiel des Jahres committee go, Dandy, you have exquisite taste.
Dance, unfortunately. I didn't go out of the way to find.
I didn't
like
think
awarded games, but they're just games I really enjoy, so that might make sense.
Yeah, I mean they're games that stand out, and they're games that do well. So it's I was not inferring anything particularly. It was just something okay. I thought it was interesting to note.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're gonna finish up now. This is really nice. So don't forget to go check out Loxley. I've put his link in the chat, so go check him out.
Yeah. In fact, I generally do go a little bit later on Saturdays. So if anybody does want to jump over to my stream. Sorry, I hope this is. I'm not sure if this is.
No, please do. Everyone, if you want to continue watching Loxley play some more board games, go follow that link. Go check him out. I'm going to stop streaming for now, but please go over and check him out.
Yeah, I'll probably play another round of Wingspan against either the AI or one more cool thing. If you are understandably not able to meet with people to play board games regularly, is Wingspan actually comes with a solo version. There is a company called Automa Factory that the publishers worked with to basically create a solitaire mode. So you play your game as normal, and then you have a deck which acts as an analog AI. So you flip that card, and then it just acts as, you can just play it on your own. So just kind of get you to grips with mechanics.
That's actually in the paper version as well. I've not tried it because I've only ever played it with other people, but you can play it on your own if you want to.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like they've boiled down of the game to a very basic thing where it's just the card will tell you to either draw a face-up bird, draw like 5 face-down cards, or like get some eggs. But from that, it just kind of gives you something to play against and compare against.
Yeah.
And the hard version of that Automa is very, very difficult. I lost quite badly. first
Oh
time.
no, yeah, I think it's for people who know how to play it quite a lot.
Yeah, so I might go for the. I don't know.
Quite advanced.
I'll put like a. I'll chat with my chat in my over on my channel, and if people want to see me struggle against the hard AI, we can do that. If not, we can do against the medium.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you want to know a bit more about how the game played and what I was thinking during that game, I'm happy to explain and talk more.
Yeah, everyone go check him out. I'm going to head off. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining me. It's
yeah.
been a pleasure joining you here on your boat.
We had a nice cruise. I'll take you back to shore.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to head off. I'm gonna leave the call so I can do an outro for my channel as well. But I will talk to you later. Have a good stream.
Thank you very much for joining me. I will I will jump off the call as well.
See you later.
Cheerio. Thank you very much. Experience. And right. So, for those of you who are still here, I hope you I'm gonna play another game. So I'm gonna play just normal. Yeah, I'm gonna play against the Automa. Oh yeah, this is a game I played last week. Because I was just like, what if I just go against every single both the analog AI and the actual AIs. This game did not go well. I lost very, very badly. But I don't know. I'm gonna go against the Automa. I'll just do the Automa. Yeah, I'm curious if you're those of you who are in the chat, you get to decide how this is gonna go. Should I go for the normal or the hard mode? What do you folks reckon? Oh, bit of a stretch. So I actually have no idea what the distinction between hard and normal is. So I'm actually, just to work out what I want to do in terms, just to work out like where the benchmark is. I went against the Automa hard twice last week. So yeah, I'm gonna try normal and just see if that's more my level, because remind myself. Did I? Ah, yes. So here we go. So this was one game against the and then the other game against the Automa is right next. Yeah, so the hard AI schooled me pretty hard. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna try and see if I can beat the normal Automa. And we'll go from that. What have we got as a start turn? And our points are, so eggs in grasslands, birds with round nests, or no, platform nests. Birds with platform nests with eggs. So that's an important thing that I have messed up multiple times whilst playing this. That specifically means I have to have birds with platform nests that also have at least one egg on them. I keep doing either just birds with platform nests or just platform nests with eggs, and I'm not going to do it this time around. So what is actually going to be really useful this game is I really want to have star nests. I want to have nests. The star nest is a wild card. And with this many nest types, that is going to be hard. Having a consistent number of cards is quite difficult. So I unfortunately don't have anything that specifically will allow me to be a wild card. I also have lots of things that are quite expensive or need multiple things. Snowy Egret's quite useful. The Willet's quite useful. But probably not at the same time because they basically do the same thing. Given that, I'd probably go for the Egret over the Willet. Maybe the Black Neck still will be useful. Let's have a look at our bonus cards and see what this will lend us to. So, Food Web Expert. Birds that eat only invertebrate. That is only 9% of cards, and there's nothing in here. Actually, I suppose the black-necked stilt does cover that. It only eats invertebrates. So I do have something that starts that directly contributes to that score. Alternatively, birds that eat grain, which is nearly 50% of all cards, but I need to get 8 of them. So that would lead me to going for something like Painted Bunting, the Wood Duck. That being said, Painted Bunting also gets me a Bowl Nest, which is useful. And if I play it, I draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1. So that is another potential avenue for scoring. So definitely going to do that. And then realistically, I could. So I definitely want an invertebrate. Definitely want a. I don't think I want the Wood Duck. Oh, that being said, draw 2 cards if you do discard 1 from your hand at the end of the turn. The Wood Duck is particularly useful. It can go in the woodlands or it can go in the riverlands, and it eats grain, and it will score towards the 3rd round if it has eggs on it. And that's also worth pointing out because that's just sheer number of eggs. So I want something that holds a lot of eggs, which the does. Okay, let's go for the Wood Duck, and let's also go for a fruit. And then I'm going to go to Bird Feeder. Start here, and gonna have to go and get some food straight away. What do I want first? Oh yeah, I want the Painted Bunting first. So I'm gonna go and get a brain, I think is technically what it is, but what can you do? So in this round, the Automata has just said draw face-up birds cards, so it's just taken the Clark's Grebe, and it gets 5 points for every face. Yeah. So Automata action, face-up card, draw 2. Oh, hang on. So, Automata action. Discard all 3 face cup cards from the bird tray. Oh, okay, so it's, right, so it's actually 3 parts. So the Automata action is from the 3 face-up cards on the bird tray, pick all that meet the requirement of the bonus card. Of these cards, the Automata will keep 1 card with the highest point value, multiple cards with the same highest point value, make play it face up with the Automata Spy and discard the rest. Face-up birds are worth their stated point value at the end of the game. If no birds meet the requirement, draw 1 face-down bird card, place it face down in the Automata. So the Automata has taken the Clark's Grebe, presumably because it met the requirement. I'm not specific. Draw face up. But either way, it gets the point value. Fine. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to go into here. I'm going to play the bunting. I have the exact correct
Painted
food
bunting.
to play.
Poachers sell these birds as pets, making it harder for wild populations to thrive.
Okay, so this is less than ideal. So enclosure builder would be useful if anything else was contributing to, if I had any intention of going to that enclosure ground-based nest direction, but I don't, because I want platforms, I want trunks, I want bowls. So probably shouldn't go for that, even though it's the highest number of cards. Omnivore Expert, it's only 10% of cards, but it's per bird, so that's not the worst thing. So yeah, go for that one. And in that instance, the Automa takes everything that is in the bird feeder that matches the first thing its priority. So it took all of the mice. I need a lot of grain. I do also want to have a quick look at here. Oh, burrowing owl. Burrowing owl, you are my friend. You can be we can be friends. That's really useful. Brag's Pipit, I've already got one of those. I've already got something that kind of benefits from it. Yeah, I definitely want that burrowing owl because it basically becomes... In fact, if I can get down this round, it's useful in every single round going forward. You're drawing the American Goldfinch, that's fine. I don't know what criteria it has for that, but whatever. Right, I need... I could re-roll, but honestly, I don't... I want this grain. Now it's taken all the... Right. That being said, I can start getting towards the owl. I need to make sure that I have... Yeah, because I need more... I need eggs. I don't need that many eggs yet, though. Let's take a mouse. Start working towards our burrowing owl, because now even if... So either the... This time around, you have drawn all 3 face-up cards from the bird tray. Draw 1 card from the face-down bird deck and place it face-down in the supply. 3, 4, or 5 points in the game. Okay, so that's worth 4 points for me. Cool. The one thing I don't get is the cube. It says remove end of round cube. Remove 1 point. So this is how it stays competitive against you in the bonus rounds. But I don't understand where those cubes come from. I guess it's just something on the actual card. Next time I chat with Dandy, I will ask. Oh, I don't need. Right, I would really like either grain or an invertebrate. I got a lot of mice. Okay, I'll get an invertebrate. I will get a burrowing owl out. I will be able to lay lots of eggs. That is not the worst. And this time, each egg icon in the section current round, give the autoplayer 1 egg. Fine. You come down here. You... I don't have enough eggs. Oh, God, I need eggs. Birds need eggs to be laid. Sounds kind of obvious now that I think about it. I only have this turn left. So actually, it's probably better for me to get the burrowing owl out next turn and just spend time actually getting eggs to win that bonus round. Okay. I'm pretty sure I beat it this time around. That is absolutely fine. Cool. And we're already contributing to our final round goal. That's not the worst. So this time, I'm kind of willing to ignore this round because this wants me to basically build lots of birds with platform type. Oh, Canada Greek. Right. That's quite useful. Canada Greek 266. Let's start by rolling, and we need to do this. Take a grain. Right, now the duck can work. Ah, and this. Ooh, Ruby Throated Hummingbird though. That's quite useful. This is something that makes it a little harder against the AIs. You can't really bank on whatever's in the draw bird card pile still being there. Aston Sparrow was really useful last game, but the Ruby Throated Hummingbird is worth more points. So, I'm not going to contest that particular power this round, i.e. not my priority. I think I have enough for everything. I definitely want the Throated Hummingbird. When each player gains one food from the bird feeder starting... Okay, so I definitely want the Ruby Throated Hummingbird because it's just really, really useful. I probably want you in... I'll be honest, I want you in the Riverlands because it's just easier to manage. Because honestly, if I'm going to get cards, I'd like the card activation to happen at the same time. Whereas... You know, I'd rather have something that can get me more food to happen when I want food. Because otherwise it's just kind of, well, I wanted lots of cards, but you've given me some cards and some food. So let's get the Ruby Throated Hummingbird in there. We will pay that. And we will instead use vertebrates.
Ruby-throated hummingbird. Hummingbirds feed on nectar, but they also eat many small insects.
Right, yeah, I want the wood duck. I want the wood duck in play. Go here. Pay that, that's fine.
Wood ducks nest in tree cavities in wooded areas.
I feel that's not really a useful piece of trivia considering it tells you that on the card. And I will... For the next 3 turns, what do I want to prioritize? Oh, I definitely want the burrowing owl out next round. I need an invertebrate. Right. Oh, that's... Oh, that's just annoying. Do I want Caston Sparrow out then? That's probably more useful. And I can probably get it out. Right, no, I can't. Yeah, I need that Cassin Sparrow. To be fair, if I was able to get the Burrowing Owl out, that would have been nice. But honestly, this round is not as useful for you. You're and you're good. Oh, and you gain 3 fish for 2 fish. Too expensive by half, but bad. Oh, which do I want to get rid of? I don't want to get rid of that. I really like... you're not specifically doing anything for me this now or in the future. I'm pretty happy to do that. I'd rather have the Burrowing Owl or the Barn Owl. Barn Owl can go anywhere. That's more. You both have types. Castor Sparrow doesn't really have any. Another annoying thing is that it doesn't. I don't have anything that's really going to contribute to getting either of these out, except. I don't want to get rid of either of these things. Right, you know what? We're going to draw more cards. Let's start setting up a powerful set of cards. And then in my final turn, I can draw and sacrifice one of my cards in order to effectively pay for get more food. Unlock is not useful. Oh, from your hand though. Roll all dice. Black skin is kind of okay. Okay. I would rather discard an egg and choose 2 cards here. Black turn. And 2 more. Ooh, Whooping Crane is quite useful. Free of just anything. Oh, and no new bonus cards. You're fairly cheap and quite good for getting some stuff. Draw 1. If you do, discard 1. Oh, that's right. Oh, that. Okay, get rid of the woodpecker. You're useful for you. I'll get rid of the owl. I might specifically get rid of that owl. Going to start. Yeah, I don't think this owl is as useful as some other cards. Kind of a gut instinct, honestly, but I think the other ones are just. I got an invertebrate. It's fine. And you're going to get me. There we go. I don't think this is as efficient as I was playing with Dandy, if I'm honest. That's fine. I don't get any points, but you only get 5, so whatever. Right. Let's see. Yeah, I think I want you. I really want you out. I want you first.
Black tern. These terns build floating nests out of marsh plants.
Next, I think I want the sparrow. Sparrow. Casting Sparrow is actually quite... Oh, actually, no. Casting Sparrow is really useful if I want to get lots of eggs. So, let's do... Oh, no, I don't want... Oh, but if I do that... Yes, pay that. And then I can... pay
Blue-gray
for...
gnatcatcher. Gnatcatcher's breeding range is steadily shifting north with climate
more
change.
Food from the bird feeder without having to sacrifice cards. Good. Okay, so now if I do this, and I take that and reroll everything, then I have some corn. I can get Casting Sparrow out. And yes, I'll go for supply. Everyone gains a food bird feeder. Yes, I will go first. And I will get... Need one. Then just whatever, so fish. Okay, so I want Casting Sparrow, because then Casting Sparrow will let me lay lots of eggs. Oh, that would have been great. That said, it's going to be useful for this. It's +2. Right, yes. Casting Sparrow. Pay that. Pay that.
Cassin Sparrow. Ornithologist John Cassin died from years of handling arsenic-preserved birds.
Grim. Right, so... Now, so I have plenty of... Do I have that many? Oh yeah, I've got black tern. So I want to at least lay once on the wood duck and the wood duck and the wood duck and the duck. Oh no, and the wood duck. Oh, so something really good idea to get food. Yeah, if I play the burrowing owl, that's definitely... Oh, I can't play it in the house. Oh, of course I don't. Actually, this works this works in my favour anyway, because I want to play this. Yes. You go there, and then I get to lay even more eggs.
Burrowing owl. These
I'll be able to lay
owls often use
5
old
eggs
prairie
next
dog
round.
burrows for their underground nests.
Oh, that was the end of the round. Ah. I thought I had an extra turn. That's unfortunate. Going to round 4. So the Ultima has 60 points, and I have 38. That roofing crane's gonna really do me a solid here. Anything in here that I want? What have we got here? It's only got 3 birds. I need another 2. Good lord. I could do that right now. Okay, let's draw a card. Let's draw Tufted Tips Maltis is 1 and fairly inexpensive to get into play. Hasn't Bunting really expensive, but it's got lots of options in terms of... Yeah, let's go. Draw a card. You discard 1 from your hand at the end of the turn. Okay, sure, that's fine. Ooh, Stella's J, you're going to be helpful. And draw 2. Right, I'm pretty sure the Wilson Snipe is already just gone. Yeah, that's not useful. Ah, that's a... Little Cockatoo. That's really good. Oh, hang on. That contributes to 2. That contributes to 1. That contributes to 1. That contributes to 1. That's worth 5. Not a useful egg type. That's a useful egg type. Yeah, go away. I think my engine is starting to kick off, but I'm not sure it's going to be quick enough. Only so I need okay. Oh, that works quite well for me. Nope, no. There we go. I need to lay a lot of eggs. So I've only got. I think I only get 2. I only get 2 turns left to play, which is. Don't think. Oh, I need to play 2. It's doable. Yeah, I need to play this J right now. My last turn basically needs to be spent laying eggs. And even then, hunting might be really useful. If I could actually. Oh, so that's good.
Steller's J. Naturalist Georg Steller saw this bird on a Russian exploration to Alaska in 1741.
That would get me 3 points. That would get me 2 points. 3 points, 2 points. But 2 points on top of 6 plus 2 bonus cards is lovely. Oh, obvious. Right. Let's be. Let's do it. Let's do it. Risk it.
Whooping crane. From its low of 20 birds,
Birds
the
with these
whooping crane
birds with
population has
wingspans.
risen to about
Oh, so
600.
I get this one straight away. So absolutely, that's brilliant. Let's definitely do. Final turn. Let's get a bunch of eggs. And we want something with a bowl. So you, bowl or a star. All those, no mice, that's a shame. And then I just anything with a bowl. Bowl. Not sure that was my most efficient play. I think my. I'm pretty sure the Automa has hosed me. Ugh. Out on cards. Okay. Oh, that's brought me back in contention. Right. Right. Oh, ow. Well, that went poorly. So I'm gonna play. That was actually pretty quick. That was nippy. I'm going to play one more quick solitaire game against the Automa, and if I don't beat it this time, I'm going to have to acknowledge that I am not that good at this game, and I'm in fact having to play against. In fact, God, should I play against Easy just to check? I don't completely lose it. What do you think, chat? I've just lost against normal. I've definitely lost against hard before. I'm thinking one more normal. But then maybe I could do easy. I don't know. What do we think? Have a quick thought. I'm going to have a quick stretch. And thank you very much for watching the stream tonight. It's I really like this game. It's a very nice, relaxed time. It was really nice to play with somebody and actually chat with somebody this evening. I think it went quite well. We had quite a nice conversation, good conversational flow and repartee. So yeah, I hope that I can do that with more people. Pride. Yeah, Pride won't let me go down to easy without at least a second shot. Okay, so we're on eggs in the forest. Great horned owl's quite useful. Cooper's hawk is even better. Downy woodpecker, great. Then of the birds in the same habitat. So I can do downy woodpecker into Cooper's hawk. Cooper's hawk also has the platform for the second round. Downy woodpecker has the trunk nest for the fourth round. Bobolink is quite useful. Blackneck stilt is basically this is a really good starting hand. Shame I'm only able to keep up to 5 things of it. What do we got here? Birds with platform nests or birds with ground nests. Okay, that's both 31% of cards. So Cooper's hawk definitely contributes to that straight off the bat. So does Great Horned Owl. Well, tell you what. Downy woodpecker, I definitely want to keep. Cooper's hawk, I definitely want to keep. Do I then want to be honest, both Great Horned Owl and Cooper's hawk are really good early. I would rather have them early on, particularly because then I can start getting. They can get out in the first round. Yeah. I get the Great Horned Owl. I get 1 mouse for the Cooper's hawk and a wheat for the Downy woodpecker. I think that works quite nicely. And let's go for platform builder because I'm going to be working towards that way. 45, 45. Actually, no. Oh, I've just confirmed that. Okay, we're doing that anyway. Cool. Let's do this, chap. Right. We're going to go straight into playing the Downy woodpecker.
Downy woodpecker.
Food.
This little woodpecker frequently joins mixed flocks.
And then we're going to play the Coopers. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay, then. Okay, right. Interesting. That is a consideration I had not made. I need to get some eggs. Need birds to get eggs, need eggs to get birds. It's a whole circle of life. Nice. Oh, now I can go anywhere. Otherwise, the indigo bunting is going to. The bunting's going to bankrupt. 1. Choose. I mean, that'll do. Sure. So, bird, eggs, bird. Possibly food. On the vegetable fork. And cat.
Cooper's hawk. Cooper's hawks hunt forest birds and mammals with great stealth.
Cool. So now I want to go for... This actually works fine. I want 2 eggs on that Cooper's hawk. And then I'm going to have to roll some dice to get more. I might... Yeah, I think now that I've got a red-shouldered hawk, I'm going to discard the Great Horned Owl. And then I'm just going to get... all of these and roll like what's on the dice pool? Cool. Get in. Okay. I'm mostly drawing eggs right now, which works for me. And then I want to put the Danny Woodpecker in with one thing. And your egg.
Downy woodpecker. This little woodpecker frequently joins mixed flocks.
That egg.
Red-shouldered hawk. These hawks hunt from a perch, swooping down when prey is nearby.
So, we are now very well set up for food. Don't need to look in the... You don't particularly need to look in the woodlands or put anything in the woodlands for a good long while. We also have two things with platform nests, which sets us up very well for round 2 and sets us up quite nicely for this card, this bonus card. So, let's start on. Actually, we want. Oh, we're still in round 1. So I don't even. Oh, I need eggs. I need a lot of eggs. I can spend the next 3 rounds playing eggs. In fact, yeah, let's do that. Let's lay some eggs. Lay some eggs on some birds. And we should keep an eye on. I actually only want to lay eggs this round and next round because I don't think there's a way for it for the AI to catch up. Anything interesting happening here? Spotted Sandpiper is quite good. I would like that. Yes. Yes, I would definitely like that. I don't want it immediately, but I do want it because it's cheap and quick and will build up my card drawer a bit better. So going into this last, do I need to... Well, if it gets 1 cube, it might match me. So let's do this just to be on the safe side, and then I also have the scope to put eggs in play. I have the scope to put more birds in play next. Oh. Yeah, so that was a good call. It was a good idea to do that, because now I get the bonus. And my food consumption is pretty well set up for the next ever, basically. Is there anything I want out here? Oh, I've got a lot of enclosures. I'm not going to get any... Oh, not yet. I want things that are quick and... I think that mallard's quite useful. And it's getting to play. I'd rather have the mallard than that was the food. Those and get those, sure. You're tiny, that's good, and you are also tiny. Great, so the hawks are doing their job and just slowly accumulating points as we go. I'm guessing there's more birds that are less than, however, small when they...
Mallards are among the most abundant ducks in the world.
Okay. That's just not paying attention. That's entirely on me. I'm not paying enough attention there. gonna get that heron. Card. Go. And I got that bird. Ooh. I need some food now. Oh, you can get played. Oh, that also means you can start contributing to food production. Or egg production, even. That's more food. Yeah, actually, that's better.
Morning dove.
Now
One
I
pair of
always
doves
get
may
3
raise
food
5 or
without
6
having to
small
faff
broods
about
in a
with
year.
getting rid of cards, because I find it hard to keep cards in my hand than I do find it hard to keep food or eggs in hand. Let's spend this, grab that. Oh, and I don't even need to lay eggs next turn because that's excellent. I like that a lot. Let's reroll this. Get me the fish. Get me the invertebrate, so I can now put all the birds in my hand. Yeah, that's goes good as well. Excellent. The Cooper's hawk and the red-shouldered hawk are just slowly accumulating points, and if I remember from my game with Dandy, that is what won her the game. I actually don't specifically need to do anything this time around. It's right. Draw? No? Really? White-breasted nuthatch is quite useful, but I don't care enough about it to put it in play. That's certainly not enough to sacrifice an egg. Oh, hang on. I can... I'm gonna Oh, I can't really sacrifice eggs. Okay. So, I don't need anything there. I don't really want to sacrifice eggs. I don't want to... Do you know what? I'm just going to get myself set up for a few rounds down the line. But... And... Yes, from birds. Oh, I also just want to be doing this as much as I can anyway. Because it looks like a lot of cards are less than 75 centimeters wingspan. So I get more points out of just drawing food than anything else. Oh, we draw. That's annoying. Okay. I think I'm still doing moderately well. Right. I now don't care about things in the platform. Go there. Do that.
Great blue heron. Great blue herons form rookeries with egrets, cormorants, and other herons. Spotted sandpiper. These sandpipers constantly bob their tails. People call them teeter peeps and tiptails.
Teeter peep. That's adorable. Okay. What have we got? I've got a lot of card draw, so that is very easy. I've got one, so I just need anything that's an enclosure net. The American Avocet, but that's quite expensive. That being said, that does let me, assuming that takes get a lot of action. How are we doing here? So we've got 4 points there. Let's draw the Avocet. And let's also draw the... Oh wow, I am not paying attention for the final round, am I? Let's just see what comes out here. Very good fail. Ooh. play you. Actually, I also want to be getting things that go into... Okay, that's fine. Oh, and draw for the deck, please. Osprey. Draw 1 card. Look at that. Hunting. I mean, okay, that might be useful. $35 points, like currently on. 39 points, okay. But you're doing much better in terms of that. And that's just sheer number of eggs, so I can beat that. Get the Peregrine Falcon in play. Yeah, there is also already a mouse in here. Better. Reroll this. Really like a fish. Okay. That being said, these, and we've got painted bunting. Sure. Nice. And oh no, don't skip that power. Oof, that's the first time that has not gone well. Oh, well, that's fun.
Peregrine Falcon. Diving to attack. A peregrine falcon can reach speeds up to 200 miles per hour.
If I spent the next 2 rounds and spent all my food, I could potentially draw. You know what? I'm gonna risk it on this.
Painted bunting. Poachers sell these birds as pets, making it
Birds with ball
harder
nests.
for wild populations to thrive.
Or birds with colours in the name. Does that include painted? Downy. Red. Rose-breasted. Okay, so I've got more things that can do photographer right now. So let's do that. Yellow. Well, ooh. Actually, no, just those 2. Oh, and also I get diamonds. Ooh, fun. That's really good. Hey, a lot of... Right, I'm completely sacking off the end of round scores. I'm kind of curious to see where this goes. Ow. I really hope that 6 points doesn't come back to bite me. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, if I can get enough food. This. But I do have to... I do probably have enough to get a... Get a few. Go down.
Yellow rumped warbler. Birders sometimes call these birds butterbutts.
Quite a good. Yeah, so I need to get some... Ah. Ah. That's... We have problems. Oh, you're suddenly very useful. That one. The Merganser is actually less. Let's add. Oh no. Okay. One for the 3 points. That's the Osprey. Yes. Oh, they're more expensive to get in play. Oh yeah, berries. Brain. Berry. Well, actually, the Osprey's less useful than the purple because it's not got a colour in its name. Yeah, do that. Oh, green heron. Cool, that's that. Lay an egg in the current bird. Sure. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, excellent. So, yeah, the hawks have kind of sorted themselves out. That's really, really happy to see that. Three versus 8. Right, so that's the shame that this is less useful. Let's... Oh yeah, excellent. Calvin also gets to have some lunch. Three turns left. Right, let's put the green heron in play. Both worth broadly similar amounts.
Purple gallinule. With its long toes, this bird can walk on lily pads without sinking.
That's worth a lot. Oh, okay. Oh. Actually, there's no sense in overexerting myself to get... Ooh, hang on. Green heron. Green heron gets me 7 points. I don't know if these were the right moves to make.
Insects and other objects onto the water to attract fish.
I have no idea if this is going to be the thing to do. 7 to 5, get 7 versus 0, which is annoying. Let's see how it all... Oh, that's... Okay, that could have saved me. Cut cards. Okay. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. That is me within 5 points. If I had actually contested some of the bonuses, I think that's what let me down, really. I think I really should have. Yeah, so if I had done, have a quick look in the, I can't see. Okay, menu. Definitely want to save this to the archive because I want to have a quick look at it. Let's go into serve archive. I did. Will it tell me how much I got for overview? Good. Spend this. Really good if I could work out. Oh, does it not tell you which ones I don't think I contested on either the third or fourth round. So I think that's what let me down. That if I'd done that, I would have been within 5. So I'm gonna say probably I'm within touching distance of the medium difficulty AI. Not there yet. I'm gonna need to practice more. Not that we're gonna, but I think we're gonna actually leave Wingspan for the time being. It will definitely be back because Wingspan is lovely. It's a very nice, relaxing game. And I'm really glad I got to play it with somebody else. Like that was a lot of fun, eh? Looking forward to having a look at that later. Yeah, I think we need something a little bit more upbeat. So I think next stream will be on Monday the 1st of March at 9 PM GMT, and I'm going to start Bastion because that is a game that I've been wanting to play for a while, and I keep putting it up against in polls, and it keeps failing. And so I'm going to be like, nope, I'm just going to play it. I'm just going to play Bastion because I really want to play it. I love Hades. I want to play more by Supergiant Games, and I'm gonna do it. So yeah, that is that's what we're doing. But thank you for everybody who's listened. Thank you for people who have just followed. That's very generous of you. I appreciate you following me. That is great to see. So particularly tonight, Kaylee Cogsmith and Okamiyuki1415, thank you so much for following. Thank you for those of you in the chat who have been watching this evening. Thank you for those who've commented, especially Karasuma Hanzo, as always. This has been a lot of fun. I do enjoy Wingspan. I've really enjoyed it. I think possibly I'm a little bit tired now, so you know what? We are going to go and raid Broken Hammer, and I'm going to go and have a drink and rest my voice. I hope everyone has had a very nice evening. This has been a pleasure. If this is the first time you're seeing one of my videos, then I hope to see you again. If it's not, yeah, I hope to see you again doubly so. Thank you for being part of the community. Have a very nice evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will be raiding Broken Hammer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a good evening, everybody. Hurrah.